This isn't as black and white as that. Appreciate it, Sarah.
Well, I'd love to see you hot when they bring you sexy bissin back. I bet you'll get it tearing you out.
Yeah, we're cool with Bison. Well, that was easy. X-Ray Spark, Salah, if you want to give us a build. I wonder if you know where Don't Huntress would be smart at the end. How's this build been? This build, it's been... It's hard to slow the gens with, though, that's the thing. I don't know. I'll try it. M&M TTS. We have 100 plus voices you can use, Dan. $1 and up. $1 allows you to, just at $1, but anything above obviously allows you to as well. Pop's too slow for Hunters. Yeah, maybe. But not if you're in a close free gen. There we got a Biden one, yep. We got loads. There's 100 plus, man. Like, I can say them all. Albus, Alto, Announcer, Ascend, ASMR, ASMR Guy, Baldi, Bart, Barto, Biden, Brian, Brock, CP, C3PO, Chewbacca, Chills, Connor, Sifrar, Chloe, Dagoff, Deep the Diana, Dot Disrespect, Dramatic Doom, etc. I can't. I was reading them, but I can't be else now. A lot. There's a lot. We have a command on Twitch where you can see them all. I don't choose the voices. You can choose them. You write it in a certain way. Completely out of frame. The pop up with the eye. The eye shouldn't come up for them. It should only come up for the scary one. I wonder if the Chill's voice ends every sentence like it's a question. We'll check it out. I played Mortal Kombat yesterday, blood. We played Omni-Man, and we got to, I think, champion rank, something like that. We definitely could get Elder with him. We were doing some quite sexy links, actually. He's got some... We got, I think, a 43%. 43% one bar. 42? 43%, something like that. It's quite hard to do, though. But it is sexy. Are we on the free gen map? We are. We're on the free gen map. Well, I guess that makes it a bit easier for me. You're a sly one, aren't you? What the fuck? She might think I've done this wrong because she's got the window, but I can just throw at the window. Thread in the needle, bitch. Okay then. Do I enjoy it? I love streaming. I was a streamer before all these people knew you could make it a career. I did it because I love doing it. But, and I just so happened, luckily, that it turned into like a career thing. But I didn't know it could. I did it because I enjoyed it. Or do it because I enjoyed it, I should say. It's just how we're talking past tense in the sense of when I started. Wish you could stream for a living, that'd be sick. The trick is not to aim to do it for a living. Do it because you enjoy doing it. And then if it works out that way, then awesome. Because these streamers who like try to force it and shit, I think a lot of people can see through that shit. It's not genuine, man. You think your personality's too boring? I mean, you just give it a try. If it don't work, it don't work. You know, it's as easy as that. You know, these people like giving like tips and stuff. Like, there's only one way where a tip could actually be like legit with streaming, right? So the only way, where if you're taking someone's tip into consideration, what would work, in my opinion, is either clout chase or network, right? That's the only way you're gonna do it, by a tip. Other than that, it's literally your personality. Like, if you actually want to genuinely be like a good streamer and not use others to get there, it's just you. And then sometimes you'll work and people will like it, and sometimes you won't, and it'll never work. It's one of them things, man. One thing I have noticed throughout my time streaming is usually every streamer's going to get that one chance to potentially, you know, be able to go full time. And it's how the kind of, what would I say, when they get that big shot, and sometimes they have multiple, but when usually, you know, let's say one, when they have that big shot, they really need to show something, I guess, to that audience. And some people don't, and some people do. Because I've been streaming for a very long time now, and I've had many different content creators who were as big as I were back then, and some of them have, you know, gone up, and some of them haven't. And it's not because, you know, I don't really want to say a bad streamer, but they don't have that certain formula what will work, if you know what I mean. And I don't think there's any tips that can really give you it. Like, you need to have something people want to watch, man. Right? You need to have something. I've seen some people who stream and they don't have that certain something because they've had the shots and it's never really worked, but they still push it because they really want it as a dream. Which, you know, do what you want, but it's risky as fuck doing that shit, man. It is risky as fuck. Like, I recommend you do it as a hobby while you're working or studying or whatever you're doing. And if it works, it works. That's fucking awesome. If it doesn't, aim for that, you know, that second dream job that you're studying towards or whatever, right? That would be my advice, personally. Because, again, I weren't aiming for streaming. I graduated uni, got really good degree in graphic design. I networked a bit in graphic design. I didn't really like networking. So I had like some connections. I did some work placement in some really good places because I was top of the class, about 8 of us. We got to have a year out and go on placement in award-winning companies. So I was going that way, and this was like a hobby. But then, you know, this turned into what it is. So that'd be my advice anyway. I don't think there is actually just a tip. I've also noticed, and I don't know why this is, that some streamers that aren't too big give advice on how to, like, be big. I've always found that weird. Ironically, and this is my take on it, and I'm not saying this is real, but these streamers and content creators and whoever, Ironically, I think they do that not to actually make other people big, but for themselves to have content to potentially make themselves big, which I find, you know, it's a smart tactic, but I don't know why people would listen to someone who isn't already big. But that's kind of my perception on it. Not saying that they shouldn't do it or not, but it's just interesting, right? It's interesting. It's almost giving themselves content to potentially grow themselves by telling other people how to grow. Do you not see the, It's kind of interesting, right? Like, them telling how to grow to other people is actually how they're going to grow themselves. I find it interesting. Ah, that's why. Hello. Bit ambitious. I analyze, man. I'm an observer. I observe things. I analyze. It's just how I am. I look for things. So I talk about what I talk about on DVD, but I don't throw anyone under the bus. I just talk about what I'm seeing. Okay, so that hit. Oh, I guess it hit the other guy. Oh, I missed. Because I observe a lot of stuff. I also have, like, actually, well, I say my own mind, which should be like a normal thing, but it feels like less and less people do as time goes on. So observing and then having your own mind, working stuff out, critical thinking, whatever you want to say. Then I come to the conclusions I come to. Like, I don't base my opinions on someone else's. I don't read what someone else says and I'm like, I'll just say the same thing. Like, I actually just work out my own shit.
Still ever do graphic design?
Not really. I do a bit with the thumbnails. Like, I've used my graphic design expertise to allow me to do the thumbnails in, like, record time. Like, the thumbnails on YouTube, I can do them in about a minute, each one. So I could do, like, 8 thumbnails in under, like, 10 minutes. Which is quite quick. So I use it in that sense, but nothing to the level that we're at now. Bum, 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 bum. It'll take hours to create thumbnails. They say that, but I don't know. Maybe. Can you upload that bit to TikTok? You giving advice or playing Huntress? It's really good and people love it, seeing genuine honesty. Do they? I really don't think people do love seeing genuine honesty. I think we're in the generation of fakeness. Personally. I feel there's more fake people than there's ever been. People shit on me because there's tribalism in DBD, and I don't side with the side you're supposed to side with. That's why. I also call out liars, people who are deceiving, manipulators. I call them out. So like sociopaths, sadistic people, and if you call these people out, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna attack you because they're fucking good at it and they love doing it. I've said before, like, people who attack me, they're kind of exposing themselves because I don't say names.